My name is Jenny Kwan. I'm the Member of Parliament for Vancouver East. Let me first say thank you to Riley for the beautiful welcome. And I have to say, that was the youngest welcome I have received at any gathering. And you did a tremendous job. And thank you so much for allowing us to be on your unceded Coast Salish territories. I want to also acknowledge and say thank you to the organizers for bringing us together, for us to stand united, to stand strong, and to state very clearly and proudly that we are proud to be Canadians. We are and will always remain Canada and will never, ever become part of the United States. At this juncture, what is clear to me, to all of us, is that the United States, our closest ally, our closest neighbor, for decades, for years, is no more. That Donald Trump has turned his back on Canada, but not just Canada, but on the global community. He is threatening us, and it feels like each and every day there is a new threat. He began threatening Greenland, telling the people of Denmark that Greenland does not belong to them. He then changed unilaterally the Gulf of Mexico's name to the Gulf of America. I mean, what gives? How does a person go and do that unilaterally? And what was shocking, of course, is that Google went and changed the name as well. I mean, I have no idea what's the world come to. Then, of course, he turned his sights on us, threatening the tariff, talking about Canada as though we are already the 51st state. Referencing our elected officials, our prime minister as governor, unilaterally. I don't know what kind of behavior that is, with the exception of what we see in countries where dictators rule. That is the behavior of a dictator. Let's be clear about that. The bullying tactics that he's using to belittle us, to threaten us, and guess what? Canadians, yes, we are polite people. We're not one to wave our flags, but at this moment in our history, he has rallied all of us to come together to raise the Canadian flag, to stand together, to say we are united and we will not be bullied by the likes of Donald Trump. And to be sure, those threats of the tariff will hurt Canada, and it is already hurting Canada. But make no mistake about it, if he proceeds with imposing those tariffs, Americans will also be hurt, and they will feel that pain as well. Canada will and must stand together and issue counter tariffs dollar for dollar. We must not allow them to have access to our oil and gas. The people of America will feel that pain as well. We will ensure that contracts here in Canada is not afforded to American companies. That we will buy Canada, we will build Canada, we will build up our infrastructure, we will plan not just for the short term, but for the long term. We will no longer rely on an unreliable neighbor. We will work with partners, and yes, diversify, but we also must ensure that Canada expand our infrastructure, expand our manufacturing. create the jobs, incentivize people to come to Canada, to invest in Canada, so that we can make things in Canada, manufacture and add value to our natural resources, and build up our own economy. And you know what? There is a large anti-immigrant sentiment out there. And some of it, I would say, actually, it really began when Trump was first elected in his first term, and it washed over, it never stopped, and is persisting. Some elected leaders here in Canada has bent towards that persuasion. But we must stand united and say no to racism and discrimination. We must stand together and recognize the value of immigrants and newcomers, people like you and me, who contribute every single day to Canada's economy, to our community, to our culture, to our society at large. We are better because we are the faces of the world here in Canada. Immigration, newcomers, they are not to be blamed. They are not to be blamed for failed Canadian policies on housing. We must be demanding that every single party, every single leader stand up to the truth and the integrity and the value of who we are as Canadians. We immigrants help build this country. We immigrants will continue to contribute to building Canada up. And we choose not to tear down and point fingers and be divisive and to blame newcomers for failed government policies. I will also say this. I don't know how many of you have seen the spectacle that happened at the White House most recently. It is absolutely disgraceful. And you know what? Canada stands with Ukraine. Ukraine is fighting a fight, yes, for Ukrainians, but let us be clear, Ukraine is fighting a fight for democracy, for the free world. Ukrainians are standing up to an aggressor who has waged an illegal war against them, against a tyrant, Putin, who cannot and has demonstrated that he will not honor agreements and cannot be trusted. We must united with ally countries to fight back. This is what this is all about. It is about standing up for democracy. It is about standing up for humanity. It is about standing up for the free world, because we can no longer trust the United States. So with that, my friends, it is so beautiful to see all of you here today. It is so beautiful to see all of us come together. And I want to close with this. There is much that we can do. There's much that we must do. Yes, as government, as communities, but individually as well. We can actually, and I know we already are, starting to stop buying made in the US products. We must buy local, buy Canadian, and support our own economy. I myself, I am going to boycott the United States. I am not going to travel to the United States until Trump is gone. They will feel this pain as well. So, and we did not ask for this, but we will not bend. We will not back down. We will not let the bullies win the day. Because if we do, then it is the end of what we Canadians value the most. Freedom, democracy, kindness, humanity, compassion. We are proud Canadians. I am proud to call Canada my home, and I will always, always remain Canadian. Thank you so much to all of you for being here today. Thank you.